Good morning, chickadoodlies. Did I wake you up? Happy Monday. It's a Monday. You start your week. Those that work on Monday through Friday. Happy work week. Guys, how are you? So Gypsy Rose went out, it appears, with Bree, and I don't know who the other person is. But we got this lovely video. And yeah, we're going to talk about it. So I just want to say, Bree appears to be wearing no makeup. And that's all right with me. I wear no makeup. And even if she had makeup on, this is really not about Bree. But I didn't recognize her, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. But while I was watching the video, I'm like, who's that? And I was like, oh, when she spoke, that's Bree. Okay. So without a filter, see what happens without a filter? And I'm not saying anything bad at all about that. Gypsy Rose. That was interesting. Let me tell you why I think that's interesting. The wig on her head. That's like her bad girl wig. You know what I'm saying? Like she is back to being bad. I think that she definitely, when you go on a job interview and you dress specially for it and, you just, I don't know, you take extra care. Maybe you put on a special watch, or maybe you take off a piece of jewelry that you don't find appropriate to wear for that. You just put your best foot forward, right? Anytime Gypsy has that wig on her, I think she's up to no good. That wig reminds me so much of one of her personalities who I really think exists still. Like, I don't think that Gypsy... let me see if I could articulate this. I don't think that Gypsy is one... she's one person. I don't really know if she has DID. I really think she's effed up, but I don't think she has DID, to be honest. But she does take her characters too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm at work, I pretty much am the same as I am here online and such. Maybe I would be more patient or a little bit more careful. But, everything about me, my walk, my talk, that's all the same. Excuse me, that's not the same I see with Gypsy. Like, Gypsy takes on, I want to say, my brother and I had a conversation the other day, and he actually works in corrections, and he says, I treat the inmates, I'm their mirror. And I tell them that I'm a mirror. I'm going to reflect exactly what you treat, exactly how you treat me is how I'm going to treat you back. And Gypsy does that in real life to, like, kind of get by. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she's doing her interviews, where she'll talk with her hands and she'll do, and very little of the lip licking. Say that 3 times fast. Lip licking. Okay, I can't even say it once. But, okay, so seriously, when she has that wig on, she gets a whole other look to her and a whole other attitude. It's not like Super Wig. You put on the wig and, that's a great little show, right? We could write a show about that. Put a wig on and turn into that personality. That's a new sketch that I'm going to work on, actually, so nobody take that from me. When Gypsy does her interviews and she's trying to, she talks different. She's got this whole different way about her. When she was threatening Ryan, she was like, she took on that real icky, and had that twang to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so different than what she shows in her interviews when she's trying to explain her book that she never read before but did a Kindle version on. The politeness, all of those gestures are with Gypsy when she just becomes Gypsy. You know what I'm saying? There's just Talk about layered. Fractured and layered.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
She takes on a whole different way. And of even speaking with accents, and that's is that compartmentalization? Is she compartmentalizing things? Because I don't believe that she actually has DID. I think that she plays with this because I think she likes to create shit. Seriously, it's almost like she goes into a drawer and decides who she's going to be for the day. Like most people would pick out an outfit. Yeah, her outfit dictates who she is. And the wig she puts on her head definitely, puts it over the top. She puts on that wig and that identifies her completely. That's exactly what I think she does. She likes to create her own drama. She is not going to just go away. Remember how she told us that she didn't want to be online? Remember that? You do remember that? Me too. I wonder if she remembers that. Oh, wait. This isn't her video. It's Bree's video. But here's what I think. If she really didn't want to be online, Bree would have respected her by saying, listen, if you want to take this video, Bree, just take me over here and I want to be out of it. And Bree would have done that. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't. She probably said, Bree, yo, bro. Turn on the camera and let's get down. Come on, Bree. So it's funny because I also saw where Gypsy, who was it? Ivory Rose knows. I saw, I guess, a TikTok or a short, I think, where she was talking about, there was a magazine that was talking about how Gypsy thinks that Nick deserves the sentence that he has. And she was just so cold and callous. I wonder what wig she was wearing when she was talking about that. I don't know of any of her characters that are kind. The ones that she does the interviews with, the passiveness with the Kim Kardashian thing, and how those are so surface, because when you go to look more into it, there's nothing in the second surface of it. It's all just surface crap. So there's nothing that, but I'll tell you, I like the wigs only because we know who she's going to be as soon as we see what's on her head. That's just the truth about her. I also wanted to say something, and I was quiet about it, but I'm going to say something about it now. So, Dee Dee's Law. Once again, the voice is louder than the message. The crying shenanigans of Fancy Maselli because she felt slighted by Becca Scoops. Dee Dee's Law is basically the Son of Sam Law, yeah? Fancy didn't come up with that. But here's the thing. The problem with Fancy taking the lead is she just gets really fucking emotional and stuff. So if Dee Dee's Law is really such a good thing, I would hand it over to somebody else. I'm not saying hand it over to Becca Scoops, but I'm saying, let somebody with a lot less emotion get in there to change things up, because Fancy's just too fucking wackadoodly, in my opinion. And I don't think anything she came up with, to be honest with you, was exclusively out of her own thought process. So, and I think the crying was just an indulgence of too much of something. I don't know what that something was, but that's what I think it is. Guys, I just thought I'd throw that shit in there because it's Monday. And I get the whole week to deal with it. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. And Gypsy Rose, if you really wanted to go away, you would... Girl, Just go away now. Or don't go away. Yeah. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys.